everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Fucking Easy Food Prep. Just ignore this big pot of, this is the one pot roast chicken soup that you'll see in another episode that I did this morning. Without Mel though, because she was doing a client, which wasn't doing a client, but you know, she was, I guess, wouldn't surprise me though. Well, let's keep it clean. Now I've lost my fucking train of thought. All right, so today we're making, we were going to make cherry and apple crumble, but I found an old tin of peaches in the cupboard because I was like, I'll just use everything they have in the cupboard, like fine shit. Yeah. So I thought we'd do peach and apple. But that'll be nice, do you think? Yeah. And as you can see, we've got our Fucking Easy Food Prep aprons on. Yay, they're so cool. They've got an adjustable strap, pockets. They tie around to the side in black, obviously, because you just spill shit all over yourself. And if you put the discount code in below, you get $5 off. Woo-hoo. So we'd love to see women, you know, making their fucking easy recipes in their aprons. Yeah. Yes, send them in. Now, so the other thing too with this recipe is you can actually use apples and slice them yourself, but obviously I couldn't be fucked. You know. So busy. Easy food prep. So, and this is good for Mel too. Like, this is a good brand. They don't have any shit in them. This Ardamona, is that how you'd say it, do you reckon?
You can get that from Coles and Woolies as well.
So it's just apples. So I've got a large tin. And then, unfortunate thing about these peaches is the bloody Woolworths, they started putting preservatives in them. So this is a tin I've had in the cupboard for probably about like 7 months before when we lived at our old place. So you'll have to find some other peaches, but you could probably use any fruit. Like, I've got tin cherries, pineapple, anything that doesn't have any shit. So like, use apples as the base, or don't even put the other peaches in, you just use apples. So that's gonna be for the base, and I've already just sort of emptied it into 2 containers here. I drained it out this morning, and we're just gonna basically mix that together. And for the crumble, we've got 1.5 cups of rice flour and 1/2 cup of milk powder. And we've got 1 cup of desiccated coconut, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and cinnamon. So Mel's going to be the trustiest. Oh, and the butter. We've got 170 grams of butter, which I put in the fridge because you want it to be soft. Because you basically, Mel's going to, you know how you did it for the biscuits? You're going to like rub the butter and the the flour and stuff together.
I don't know what.
Actually, we
even get on here.
We'll put all the sugar in. You can mix that. So mix that. Get all this all mixed. So basically, put the everything in except for the butter, and then I don't know how much cinnamon we'll have. What do you think? What's that? That's 1/2 teaspoon. Do you think? Yeah. Will that be too much or?
No.
No. Okay. No. All right. So 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. So Mel's just going to mix that all together.
Shirley Bowling hates cinnamon.
Oh, does she?
Oh, yeah. Hates it. She hates it.
Oh, well, she'd hate those snickerdoodle things that Lucy made. I was like, they look good. We should try and make them. I think we could.
I'm going to taste them tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I love it. Oh, I really like cinnamon.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's done.
Okay, cool. So now we'll add the butter in, and while Mel does that, now we've preheated the oven to 180 degrees. So this is, so you just want the butter to be like soft, not. See, I melted it just a little bit too much, but that's okay. We always fuck things up on this. This is fucking easy food prep for people that are like us. Excuse my hair today. I washed it and just let it dry, so it's all fluffy and wavy. Now I've just greased a tray with coconut oil or whatever you have basically that's going to fit this in, so you put in the oven. So I'm just going to mix these with my hands. I might actually try and drain a bit more of that juice off while Mel does that. So we don't. Yeah, that's good. I think it'll be nice. I'm hoping. And then you could serve it. Yeah.
It's nice. Sometimes it doesn't turn out
as good.
You know, that it looks really pretty, but it still tastes delicious.
Yeah. And it's easy. So this I'm just mixing it with my hands, and you could add a bit of extra sugar if you wanted it to be more sweet. It's completely up to you. So we're just going to mix. You can see that's mixed around there. That's like super easy. It's interesting. We were just talking about lifting. You know, we love lifting, and you know, I was saying to Mel how I used to always be so like goal orientated. I've got to get to, you know, it's great to set goals. But, you know, I think so many people, you know, what's going to happen when you get to your goal? You know, are you going to stop doing what you're doing? I think if you take your focus off, oh, I've got to deadlift 100 kilos to, well, what are the things that a person would deadlift 100 kilos would do every day? So, you know, so like practicing the breathing, the bracing, all that sort of technique stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, like we were talking about a client, you were chatting to her and you'd given her some exercise to do to help her with their bracing, but she hadn't done it. And, you know, you've got to ask yourself, if something's really important to you, are you doing the things required to actually get there, those little things? Because, you know, you look at successful people and, you know, they may like all of a sudden seem like, oh, they're just nailing it. But it's all those little things that they've done that you don't see every day.
Constantly, every day.
Yeah, because it really is those little things, hey?
Yeah, even myself, those Craig showed me a couple of bracing exercises to do a couple of weeks ago. Now I've been doing them every day. It's been taking me probably 2 minutes out of my day throughout the whole day to do. And I actually find that I'm walking around and I'm bracing without even knowing it now.
No, that's so
because
cool.
it's become a habit.
Yeah, totally.
I've made sure I've done the bracing exercises he gave me every day. That's become a habit, and now it's actually coming, I'm feeling it and walking around, you know, bracing, not even realising, because that's now become a habit as well. And
it's amazing too, like you know, I remember when I first started training with Thomas and he sort of stripped everything away and I had to like fix all my bracing and my bench, and I was looking at my bench yesterday and he's like, it's looking really good, kitty. You know, like 9 months ago I was thinking, oh fuck, this is going to take me forever. And even though I'm not breaking any records, I look at my videos and I think, wow, you've really progressed. Like all those little things add up, and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck yeah, I'm nailing it. You know, and in my head I always think to myself, oh, like imagine another 9 months time. If I just keep showing up every day and doing the small things that he's told me, you know, I really want to bench 100 kilos, and I think it'll probably take me a total of 2 years to get there. And a lot of people would look at that and go, oh, fuck, that's like so long, but it's not as though anything's going to change.
Exactly.
Like when you know, fix your injury and you finally deadlift 100 kilos, like you're going to keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know, it's about fundamentally changing who you are, because, and I remember for years and years, I tried to be that woman who looked good and felt good, but I still wanted to drink alcohol. And I tried every which way possible to try and not do the things that I needed to do to be that person. Yeah. And until you actually change, you'll never actually be that person. Mm-hmm. And, you know, but saying that, like everyone goes on their own journey. It wasn't like I changed overnight and I stopped drinking overnight. And I think if you want something and you want to make it happen, you'll fuck up, and each time you fuck up, in between times it'll get less and less until you get to the point where you're just not that person anymore, I guess. You know.
I think it goes for not just lifting, it's normal life as well, in everyday life with your behaviour as well.
Oh, totally. And you know, it's sometimes it's hard to be better. Hey, like you know. Yeah. And I think it takes a lot of courage, and you've got to own your shit, and you've got to take ownership, because, you know, and I talked about this in the program in a live I did the other day, and it's like if you've been doing something for a long period of time and you aren't where you want to be, you have to look at yourself. Yeah. You know, because it really is just consistency over time with eating the right food and lowering stress and training. And if you can't be consistent, it's no one else's fault except your own. Yeah. So it's like, but don't beat yourself up, but take ownership. Yeah. Take ownership, hold yourself accountable, because you don't want to look back in fucking 10 years' time and think, oh, I'm still fat. I'm still miserable. I still feel like shit. I still sleep like shit, you know.
Somebody said to me the other day, Mel, growth is uncomfortable. A very wise person said that to me. And yeah, it is. It really is. Because if we weren't uncomfortable doing hard stuff, like, then it would be easy. Yeah. And nothing rewarding comes from easy stuff, you know.
And I think that, you know, like, we always talk about this, and I feel really grateful for Mel and all of the other coaches in our team, because they're so hungry to learn and grow. And so are Craig and I, and every day all of us are getting up and we're learning and we're growing, and, you know, like no day is ever the same, and we're doing fulfilling work. And I think that's, you know, if you can have good connection with people, if you can do fulfilling work, if you feel good in your skin, you know.
Yeah.
Like, we're again not about getting to 10% body fat.
No.
We're just healthy, strong, loving the body that you're in.
Well.
Oh, fucking how good sleep.
Yeah.
That looks really good. So now we'll be crapping on. So Mel's, I don't know if you can see that, it's sort of like a little, like a, oh, let's taste it, shall we? Oh, that's nice. So I'm just gonna pour this, oh yum. Oh God, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. So just gonna pour that over the, that's a perfect amount. I was like, oh, I wonder if it won't be enough. I actually think this is gonna fucking turn out good. Yeah. You know when you're like,
Move it over
yeah. You know when you're like, oh God, I don't know if this is gonna be good. I think we nailed it though, Mel.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna like just spread that out.
You
Now-
don't push it down?
I don't know, do you think we should?
Well, maybe a little.
Do you reckon? All right, so just
Yeah.
pat it down a bit.
Just a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I've preheated the oven to 180 degrees. I'm not 100% sure how long you should cook this for, but I would say probably till it's like golden brown and crunchy. So we'll put it in and we'll come back later and we'll show you what it looks like. We're back and you're probably wondering, what the fuck is it doing out of the oven? It's half eaten. Well,
We've got a story.
we got it out, we pressed record, and then I went to press not record anymore, and I was like, oh fuck, I didn't have the microphone on. So anyway, it's been 45 minutes, and we've pulled it out of the oven, and it looks amazing. We've eaten about like 10 spoons of it because we've been here tasting it, just, you know.
While we were filming.
Yeah, but you can see like the crumble's all nice. We were saying
So delicious.
my hair looks shit today, and it's really nice, and with ice cream.
I think I said that you're an idiot too.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
to catch
Have a
us
bit
up
more.
to speed. Okay. Yeah.
But we nailed it. It turned out really yummy. And I was saying to Mel that my ice cream maker broke a while back. And at that time, Craig was right into the lick, ice cream. And he's sort of gone off that now, so I thought, fuck, I'm going to get back into making ice cream again. Because I was thinking about some good flavours. I really want to make like a vanilla marmalade one. And our ginger nut biscuits that we made, we thought we'd make them, crumble them, and do like a ginger nut honey condensed milk flavour or something like that. But anyway, I'm going to get back on the, we'll do ice cream. Maybe I'll get the ice cream maker and we'll do one next week, eh? And we'll test out, we'll test some different batches, we'll get the consistency just right. We'll make some like lower fat ones too, so that they're still don't go icy. And yeah, but this is really good. 45 minutes.
This is the best we've done.
Do you reckon?
Yes. I think we are real cooks now.
Move over, Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
All right.
Ellen, here we come.
Who are you going to email today to check off the radio?
Yeah, Abby from B105.
Yeah, because she's grabbing on about how she does all these dumb diets and does cardio. I'm like, you should email her. Send her the 28-day challenge. Yeah.
Look out, Abby, I'm coming for you, darling.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.